Hey everyone, it's AK. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, today's video is all about how you may not be a designer and product development may be a suitable career choice for you instead. And I'm gonna get into that here in a minute. So let's get started. Alright guys, so again, I'm AK Brown. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm your fashion visionary, style architect, and creative director, and my channel is all about fashion, style, and lifestyle. So that includes fashion and style tips, tricks, hauls, and then lifestyle vlogs, and letting you guys into who I am as AK Brown the person. So thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you have not already done so. Also, follow me on Instagram. Right here, okay? And I actually have all of my Instagram account links down in the description, so I would greatly appreciate a share, like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. So, this video, and I promise you, I'm making this video not as shade to anybody, but more so as kind of a look into my creative journey as a fashion, I guess, professional fashion creative, on how you may not be a designer, but in fact, maybe product development is more your speed. So this is why I say this. I've been into fashion ever since I was 10, 11, 12. I remember like my mom gave me like a Vogue subscription when I was like that age. And like I would take the drawings that were like, you know, the ads and like what was on the runway. And I would like sketch my own rendition and shit like that. I even tried to launch my clothing line, LA 1962, which is actually coming. When I was 16, back then it was called Lawrence Anthony. I even was like in sewing class in high school. Yeah, I don't sew. I don't like to draw anymore. None of that. So when I went to college, I originally went for fashion design and entrepreneurship. Got pregnant, came back home, switched my major to fashion merchandising and retail management. And one of my first big girl jobs, which you can check out the video in the description below because I was actually talking about this job in one of my last videos. That's the job I got fired from during COVID. But one of my first big girl jobs was sample coordinator at this sourcing company. And then slowly but surely, I worked my way into being what is called a product developer. And when I got into that position, I realized off bat, this is what I meant to do. Like, I don't design. I'm not meant to design. I'm not meant to be a damn. I don't sew shit. I can't sew shit. I have a brand new, or not even brand new, I have a sewing machine that my mom bought me in high school that looks brand new. I don't know how to thread the shit and do I don't know nothing. But product development, I know how to do. So this is why I made this video for anybody that is like trying to get into fashion, but they realize that designing may not be for them. Hell, even owning a boutique may not even be for them too. But they're trying to figure out like what space in fashion makes sense for them. Product development, also go into the link. I go through this in one of my first like YouTube videos when I came back to YouTube. For me as a product developer, I am in charge of sourcing and manufacturing of goods. Specifically, when I was working where I was working, I was in charge of cold weather accessory brands, hats, scarves, and gloves. Two of the, well-known brands that you guys know of that I managed was Fila and Urban Outfitters. So to kind of go through a day in my life as a product developer at that time, it can consist of trend research and conception for the upcoming season that we were designing for. So that meant, logging on to trend forecasting sites, figuring out for our customers what trends that were being told by or to us by these trend forecasting companies that were going to be what was going to be, hot and people are going to buy for, 2000, hypothetically, let's say 2022, 2023. Then we would take those trends, pair it with fabric sourcing. So again, based on what fabrics would make sense or some new innovative techniques. And then I would work with my designer, Kiki, who would take those and design some concepts that we thought would be good enough, sellable, but trendy enough to produce. We would, go back and forth between our boss, sales, to make sure that everything made sense, revise, tweak here and there. And then once we got approval, then we would have to create tech packs. So then me and my designer will work with whoever our tech team was to create tech packs, which are basically the instructions that we send to a factory on how to create what we wanted. So in regards to a hat, actually, let me get a hat. This is actually one of the hats that I made, and this was for Urban Outfitters UK. So I did the US stores, so our stores, and then the UK stores. So this is one of their brands, It's France. It's French or France. I don't know. This is one of their in-house brands. So on a tech pack, we would specify everything from the color, and we would either give a Pantone color, or if we had like a fabric swatch that we wanted them to copy, we would say see swatch, and we would send it to the factory. We would specify the stitch, the color, threading on the brim, how the inside was supposed to be, any, interfacing, buckles and trims. So here we would specify what type of buckle we will want, stuff like that. If this was a knit hat, which was the other half of what I did, we would specify everything from SPI to jacquard type to gauge to, again, if this was acrylic, cotton, wool, some type of blend, what type of blend was it, what percentage, all that stuff will go into the tech pack. How high, how wide, how high the cuff was supposed to be, was there any type of lining inside the knit hat? How was that supposed to be made? Any, trend, like we did before I left, we did a collaboration with Fila, and I want to say it was either like a Dickie collaboration or a Cohort collaboration. So on one of the knit hats that we did, we embroidered or outlined the embroidery of the Fila with glow-in-the-dark thread, kind of like a workman's hat. So we had to specify what type of thread and what was it supposed to do and everything like that. So from there, I would approve and look over the tech packs to make sure that everything was included that it needed to be included. I would then send the tech pack to the factory. This is what we need. We need it within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or when is the quickest that you can do it? How much are the samples gonna cost? I'm the person that's trying to negotiate the price on samples and production, so that way we could try to, save as much money and make as much, save as much money, make as much money, get as much margin as we could, stuff like that. Then we would get the samples. In between us getting the samples, I'm communicating with the factory. If there was any issues, I would be on the phone with China early in the morning, like as soon as I got in. WeChat, FaceTiming, all that stuff. We would get the samples in. I would be the one to check them in, approve them, make any comments. Oh no, this is supposed to be like this. Okay, this is great. This is how we want it in production. All that stuff. Then working with the sales team on what should stay in the line, what should be out. And then once they go and sell it, we would get the orders, and then I would manage production from there. And I did all that. And I realized for me, that was better for me than designing. And even now, as a independent product developer, I am now trying to position myself by working with small businesses and up-and-coming designers who may not want to go through the hassle of creating everything from scratch, and they want to mass produce their creations. I'm the person that takes their creations and help them get it mass produced. So for me, I realized, I don't want to draw. I don't want to sew. I don't care if you get an original piece in the sense of like it came straight from the sewing machine. I don't care about that. But what I know my strengths are is managing a team, being the leader of a team, which is what a product developer has to do. I do know some tips and tricks on Photoshop and Illustrator. I'm not good at it, but I know it enough in order to make do and get by if I had to. But I also know how to find a tech designer, a CAD designer, and then have them make what I need them so I can work with my manufacturers and get something made. That, for me, outside of being an influencer and the stylist and everything else that I do, professionally, that is my lane. That's my space. I don't want to deal with nothing else. So you may be in the space of trying to be a designer and it's not working. Even trying to be a product developer, and you may want to, kind of go a little bit more above and beyond than just buying stuff wholesale from a vendor. You may want to actually create your own unique things, but again, you don't know how to design, so how do you get your stuff made? Product development may be your avenue. So I say all that to say, research product development, see if it's for you. You are more than welcome to reach out to me for a consultation, which I'll put in the description below, and we can easily talk. I can, give you some step-by-steps on how I get some stuff made. And then also, I am an independent product developer as well. So I can be the person to do that for you while you focus on other stuff within your business. So just an idea. But yeah, I wanted to make this video. Again, it was not to shame anyone, but I understand what a lot of us in the fashion industry go through, because for some reason, there's only a few different careers that are marketed in this industry, or at least in my mind. And I've talked to some other people too, and they say the same thing. Like they never knew what product development was until I told them. And I never knew what product development was until I got into the position. And then when I got into it, I'm like, oh shit, I love this. This is what I was meant to do. So, everybody is not meant to be a designer. Everybody is not meant to be necessarily a boutique owner, or even in that sense, people can be boutique owners, but I think there are other ways to get unique pieces than just getting the same shit that everybody has. But people don't know how to do that without trying to design, and then they get confused and get frustrated because in their heart, they are not a designer. I'm not a designer. In my heart, that ain't it. That's not me. I don't want to sew shit. I don't want to create nothing. No. Now, if I can get it from a manufacturer and tell them how to do it, I will do that. That's my realm, and that's the lane that I'm sticking to. So maybe that's your realm too. Again, research it. I have no problems having a conversation with you if you want to dive a little bit deeper. And if you're looking for an independent product developer to help you with your line or your business, I'm here too. With that being said, I think the next video, or one of the next videos that I want to do, are different fashion careers that a lot of people don't realize that you can have, like fashion marketing, journalism, buying, even CAD design, tech design. And those are things that you can do even with like a graphic design degree. But if you want to go more into or onto the fashion side, those are things that you can do even without having a fashion degree per se. So I'm going to put that on the list for one of the next videos to do. But until then, if you have not already done so, again, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. Like and share the video. And until next time, stay fashionable, besties. Bye.